In this video, we're going to talk about subtracting integers. If you saw my last video, we talked about adding integers. The first thing you want to do when you're subtracting integers is always change subtraction to addition. So if we take a look at number one, we have negative 13 minus a negative 18. The first thing that we're going to do is change our subtraction sign to an addition sign. And after you change subtraction to addition, you want to take the opposite of the number behind it. So the number behind our addition sign is negative 18. That's going to turn to a positive 18. So our new problem is negative 13 plus positive 18. And now we can go about adding these. If we have a positive and a negative number, the first thing I want you to do is ignore your negative sign. Which one's larger, 18 or 13? In this case, it's 18. So let's take 18. Subtract our smaller number, which is 13, and we're going to get an answer of 5. And to know if our answer is positive or negative, go back and take a look at your larger number, which was 18. Was it positive or negative? In this case, it was positive, so we know our answer for number 1 is 5. For number 2, same thing. Change subtraction to addition, and then make the number behind it its opposite. So we have 16 minus 23. This is going to become an addition sign, and 23 is going to become negative. And we're going to now use the same trick we did for number 1. Ignore your negative sign. Which one's larger, 23 or 16? In this case, it's 23. So take your larger number minus your smaller number. 23 minus 16 is going to give us 7. And then go back and take a look at your larger number. Was it positive or negative? This time around, it was negative, which means our final answer also has to be negative. So we get negative 7 for number 2. For number 3, subtraction to addition again, and 40 is going to become negative. Now this time around, we are adding two negative numbers. Since they have the same sign, they're both negative, you simply just have to add the numbers together. So if you notice the difference between 1 and 2, 1 and 2 has one positive number and one negative number. So we have to use a little trick by ignoring the negative sign and subtracting them. Whereas for number 3, since they have the same sign, you can simply just add the numbers together. So 40 plus 19 is going to give us 59. And since both of our numbers are negative, our final answer has to be negative. So we get negative 59. And finally, for number 4, subtraction to addition. Negative 61 is going to become positive 61. If I rewrite this, I get negative 50 plus positive 61. Just like we did in numbers 1 and 2, which number's larger if you ignore the negative sign? 61. So we'll take our larger number minus our smaller number. We're going to get 11. And then go back and take a look at your larger number. Was it positive or negative? It was positive, so we know our answer is going to be positive 11. Now, before you go, I have a couple problems that I want you to try on your own. So if I scroll down, you're going to see 3 problems here. I would like you to attempt these problems by yourself, so I encourage you to pause the video here. Once you think you have all your answers, come back and play the video and see how you did. So at this point, I'm assuming you have paused the video, you've tried these 3 problems out, and now we're going to get ready to go over it. So for number 1, change subtraction to addition, and the number behind it changes sign. So instead of it being negative 12, we now have positive 12. So ignore your negative sign. Which one's larger, 26 or 12? In this case, it's 26. So 26 minus 12 is going to give us 14. And since our larger number was negative, our answer for number 1 has to be negative 14. For number 2, let's change our subtraction to addition. And 33 is going to become negative. And this time around, we are adding 2 negative numbers. They have the same sign. So we can add them together. So 33 plus 19, that's going to give us a 2. Carry our 1, we get a 5. That gives us 52. However, since both of our numbers are negative, our answer also has to be negative. And finally, for number 3, subtraction to addition, and also negative 11 is going to become positive 11. So we now have a 37 plus a positive 11. So same sign, they're both positive. You can add them normally. 37 plus 11 is going to give us 48. And since they're both positive, our answer is also positive. So hopefully you went 3 for 3 in the independent practice. Hopefully after watching this video, you are able to subtract integers very well, and I'll see you in the next video.